Life's not all a bunch of sunshine and roses, is it? If you are feeling a bit behind, maybe financially, I have got some really great news for you. I'm sure if you're like me, we could all use a little bit more sunshine and roses in our life, right? Thankfully, the internet has made it possible for everyday people like us to build a better future for our families. And you may not realize it, but folks, it does not take a lifetime to do that any longer. Long gone are the days where you have to grind and struggle for 20, 30 years in a job that you hate with a boss you can't stand and coworkers that get on your nerves. On top of that, you're missing out on all that precious family time that you're never, ever going to get back. I know, I was a workaholic myself. If you're lucky, at the end of the day, you're going to end up trying to get by on some little bitty retirement fund that probably your 401k now looks like a 201k, and some social security insecurity is what I call it, social insecurity check that's so small and pitiful because all of the years of mismanagement of those funds. Does that sound dreamy? Doesn't that just sound like a wonderful, wonderful way to spend 20, 30, a lifetime of years? Well, the good news is that there is a much better way right now. We've got so much technology out here available at our fingertips that it's not even funny. You've been conditioned over a lifetime to think that you have to physically work to get paid. You know, you've got a job, a job. So what happens when you aren't physically able to work? You either get disabled or maybe it's a part-time deal and you don't work. So eventually you don't get paid, right? The income stops. What if you need more income? What if your income is already capped because you're a great worker and there's no more hours available for you to work in a work week? What happens? Your income stops, right? So you're stuck. You're stuck. You can go out and get some more job skills and you have to keep on trading your time for dollars. But realistically, there's only so many hours in a day that you can leverage to earn income. A much better way, however, is if you use that work income and you dress up some of those dollars each month in overalls, you know, those little work overalls, and you put those babies to work for you in such a way that one day you wake up and those dollars are working so hard for you that you no longer have to work hard for your dollars. Make sense? What about that? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine if you had a little bitty empire of cash machines working so hard for you behind the scenes every single month? What kind of difference would that make in your attitude? What kind of difference would that make in your life? Wonder if that's possible for you. That's when you finally can get some breathing room. That's when you get more choices in life. And I don't know about you, but I think that most people would say that they would love to have more choices in life. This is called the roadmap to financial freedom, to financial independence. This is the exact roadmap that wealthy people use. And most of you out there think that you're just an everyday person and that it is not possible for you. I'm here to tell you that is ludicrous and that is not true. Most of you probably understand the concept, but you just don't have access. You see, there's not many people that are actually what's called an accredited investor, venture capitalist, angel investor, all of those things. So everyday people like you and me, we get locked out of those deals by the government because those are high risk, high reward deals, and those have government restrictions tied to them. Right now, due to the economy and for a myriad of other reasons, you know, financial setbacks, this, that, and another, right now, a lot of you do not have a lot of discretionary cash laying around. So even if you did have a deal that you found, you're locked out of that because you don't have affordable access. You don't have the cash credit to get involved in those kind of deals. And then there's another group of people. Those of you out there who may really have some really great ideas, maybe you want to launch a business or a side hustle, but you don't have access to cash, credit, connections, or know how to turn those ideas into cash. So it's a conundrum. It really is. It's a big, huge problem. But thanks to the internet, we have access to people worldwide. So what if? What if there was an online platform where everyday people like you and me could get together each month for around 90 minutes and learn how to leverage small sums of cash each month so that we could build a better financial future for our families? What if? What if there was also an online platform where everyday people could come how to learn how to turn their great business ideas into cash and how to do that properly and how to structure win-win deals? What if? What if both of these people, these groups of people, could get together? One has the seeds, the other has the soil, the water, and the fertilizer. And when those two come together, you get this big, beautiful harvest. Look at these beautiful tulips that are behind me. That's what happens when you have the proper seed mixed with the proper soil, fertilizer, water, and sunshine. That's exactly what happens. Both of these groups desperately need one another, but they rarely meet. But when they do meet on that rare occasion, the possibilities are practically limitless. Welcome to the Micro Investor Academy. This is what I have built, y'all, an online platform where everyday people come together to learn how to connect, partner, and profit. This academy was built out of the concept that I have been working with people over the last 6, 7 years, and you've heard me talk about the PIG group and the referral partnership. So this has kind of come down through the years, and we're doing something a little bit different, but it is so exciting. I'm inviting you in April. This is when our new cohort, every year I start a new cohort in April, and we try and do registration only one time a year. That way the rest of the year can be spent on doing what we do best, learning how to connect, partner, and profit. So if you're interested in learning how to build a better financial future for your family, and you have at least 90 minutes a month that you can put towards this. Now, we are going to have some replays, but it's much more exciting, especially for those of you who really have some things that you want to get help with to flesh out. I invite you to come join us on Zoom so that you can join us live. I am limited by how many people can fit in a Zoom room each time. But anyways, you don't have to come. You can get the replay. Now, I do have lunchtime and evening sessions available for those who might not can attend during lunch. You can attend the session in the evening time. I also do a big, huge early bird special every single year. And the reason is, like I said, I don't want to be enrolling people all year long into the academy. We want to start everyone at the same time. So I have this big push every year. And right now it's 50% off. And you can join us for $125 a year right now as registration. Next month it goes up, it doubles. So next month it will be $250, and then each month it will increase thereafter. The deal is I call it a procrastination tax because I want to try and get everybody in each year at the same time. So if you're ready for a breakthrough, this just might be the catalyst that you need to get you off your hiney to actually do something. You know, eagles don't hang out with turkeys, chickens, and vultures. And if you want your income to go up, you need to get around people who are going to encourage, inspire you to rise higher, go further, faster. It works. We tell our kids all the time, who you hang around with matters. Folks, who you hang around with matters. You need to get yourself around some eagles. Again, I don't know what group you might fall into. Maybe you are one of those who are very busy and you just want to learn how to dress up your dollars into overalls and put them babies to work. Just imagine what that would be like, that you would have a whole little empire of dollar bills running around working hard for you each month. I just love to think about that, right? Just think how many people we can help. How many people do you think that are out there that have really great business ideas? You know, they say that the uh, the cemeteries are the most expensive real estate in the world. And that's true because people died with all these great business ideas, these great inventions, all of these things died with them inside their head and their heart. And I don't want that to happen to y'all. So again, I invite you to join us, our brand new cohort starting in April. We meet once a month on Zoom. My name is Nancy Gaskins, and I'm sowing seeds of financial hope and entrepreneurial opportunity in communities around the globe. Let's connect, partner, and profit.